for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris, since he was 10 years old, has spent the summer training with George the Iceman Gervin in San Antonio. Harris said, having him in my ear has helped my game and made me love the game even more. And Gervin says, I'm his coach as far as putting that ball in the hole. He's a good student, too. Kevin?
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, the stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. You know, Steve, you look around the league, a couple teams already suffering injuries, testing their depth early on.
And Kevin, because they came into the season with high hopes, it's really a test of their mental resolve as well.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Maxey. Embiid inside, working on Zubac. To the middle, shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Harris.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Harden against Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Now here's Embiid, and the shot is long. Now here's Powell. Inside. Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
Embiid, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Outside Jackson. George, that's a 2-pointer. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And the pass to Maxey. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
LA ball.
George with the ball. His last outing, 16 points for him. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Yes, that goes in.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
sinks the triple. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And that one, good.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here's George. George double-teamed. And the rejection by Embiid. And he gets it to go. Harris has got 6.
And right there, you could see Tobias had made up his mind. The ability to handle the ball at his size makes him a tough matchup. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Down low. And Embiid throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why they can create so many opportunities for others.
Jackson up top. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Good work there as it goes. That's now 8 points for Marcus Morris.
Reggie Jackson.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Harden finds Embiid to the inside. Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Passes it to Pop. Releases. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Solid shooter with good range. Powell can give you points when you give him minutes.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul.
Norman Powell.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Harden. He had 25 points last game. Over Jackson.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right?
The shot by Powell, no good. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to New York. Baseline try. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Jackson passes to George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5 points so far.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
The dish now to Embiid. Harden outside. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Marcus Morris.
And off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
George passes to Batum. Outside Jackson. In the corner, Powell with it. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know what, though?
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Leonard against Harris. Leonard draws the double. Outside for George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. And Wall kicks to George. Back to Wall. George looking around. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The 76ers leading by 6. Now, Milton.
Clippers foul.
His last outing, 16 points for him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann.
Third team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Clippers
Los
substitution.
Angeles making a switch here.
Robert
Covington's checked in. Here's Melton. From deep three-point range. Here's Harrell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Covington. That's his
You
first
guys play
personal
with
foul.
Harrell's level of energy,
Team
and that
foul.
gets him to the line with some
That's
frequency.
the line for your
And
Sixers.
coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox
76ers foul.
and found the angles
DeAnthony
to finish.
Melton.
And
That's
their
his
post
first
play has
personal
been
foul.
really solid right off the bat.
Shooting for
And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
Harrell, the pass to Milton.
Clippers foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good,
foul.
Milton.
At the line for your Sixers.
All free throws good for Milton. Clippers trailed by 5. And here's Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
John
He gets
Wall.
it in there. Wall's got 5 now.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
To the paint. Here's Melton. Up and in on the way.
Anthony
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Tucker.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
A shot by Milton, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2
Kawhi
points,
Leonard.
but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here's Milton. The Clippers grab the miss. Poked away. It's stolen by Milton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
Robert
personal
Covington
foul.
picks one up.
Team is already
He got
in the
whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much
At the
debate there.
line for Philadelphia. Shake.
He's off on the second. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. And Batum kicks to Leonard. That one misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Now, here's Milton to the inside. Here's Harrell. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. On the wing, Milton. He's covered by Leonard. Now, here's Milton. He's covered closely. Misses from short range. Clippers trailed by 4. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots over Tucker. And again, no good by the Clippers. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Melton. Dishes it to Harrell. Just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Clippers third.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Melton hits them both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Wall passes to Batum. Melton with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. Shoots the three. A shot by Melton, no good.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Melton. And Leonard has it in the corner. No good, and they can't put him into this drought. Harris up top. He's covered by Leonard. Harris kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Melton. Melton with it. And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching. And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He's cheating.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Wall, and it's Mann in at the 2 guard.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Count it, good.
Morris Sr.
And that's now 10 points for Marcus Morris.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Here's Milton. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers trail. Kicks it out to Covington. Now here's Wall, guarded by Tucker. Makes it off the glass.
Marcus Morris Sr.
He's got 12.
And the amount of confidence Morris is feeling right now, everything looks right. Just an awesome scoring display from him.
The pass to Harrell. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by John Wall.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. He dishes it to Wall. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
In a moment, I'll quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
One shot.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. Great showing for him last season. First in rebounding, ninth in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Maxey. Drops in the layup for two. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Olden.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. PA, thank you.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Jackson dishes the ball. On the wing, Jordan. Pocket six. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
And George drops them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Harden. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Zubac.
Assisted by
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Passes to Harden. Into the lane. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And George kicks to Jackson. This one for three. Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From outside the arc, traps in the tray. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Jackson gets the bucket.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Harden the pass to Maxey. Out to the wing. Rebound by the Clippers. It's Powell with the drive. Outside, George. There's the drive. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The three from Harden. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Outside Jackson. Pass to George. From outside, off the mark.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Back to Harden. Wide open. Drained for 2 points. Harden's got 9.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Outside for George. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Powell. Takes it out to Harden. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trailed by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
George with no one around.
Paul George.
Good on the three-point shot. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Here's Embiid. He's off on that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Now Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And as good as his offense has been, Norman Powell's calling card since he entered the league is his defense.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubats. The free throw drops for Powell. And Smitty, what makes Powell such a great defender? Clearly he has the tools.
Yes, Kevin. He has good awareness, that's one. Lateral quickness, and he's very physical, and he puts that 6'11" wingspan to use.
And how about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
LA has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. It's Jackson with the drive. Can't get it to fall.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The 76ers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Pass to Korkmaz. Here is Harden. He's got 9. Here he goes. No good with the layup. The Clippers shooting 47%, pretty solid. And George, here we go. And he makes that one. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Harden against Jackson. Harden can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
George against Harris. Bucket is good.
Paul George.
And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
The pass to Harris. Now, here's Maxey, defended by George. Inside, here's Harden. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
2 minutes.
George up top. He's got 14. Shoots from 8. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Harrell, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. John Wall comes in for Reggie Jackson. And that one's good, George.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
It's Harden with the drive.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
How about over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for George. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Leonard the pass to Mann. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul.
And the 76ers making a change here. Elton's checked in.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixers.
We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Passes it to Embiid. Kicks it to Harris. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Good on the second free throw.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Batum with the steal. Right side, Wall. He feeds it to Covington. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. 76ers trailing.
Now into the lineup.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Third team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Shake.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid with the steal. Here's Milton. And the dunk by Embiid.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
And Batum kicks to Leonard. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
You gotta love Kawhi Leonard for being a true two-way player. He's a multi-time defensive player of the year, but he also finds ways to excel as a scorer. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Great work on the glass so far. They're hustling and showing more desire than boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion of their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Axie out there with Harden, and it's Korkmaz at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Shot clock at 6. George passes to Pop. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading. Down low, Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
That's his second.
And George kicks to Jackson.
First team foul.
To the middle, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist. Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact. So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Jackson.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. But they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
Harden, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And here's George. 18 points for him. That's to Jackson beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
For 3.
Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Embiid. That's short off the rim. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Harden outside. Out to Harris. Shot to stop the run. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 17 now.
This is what happens when you put in the work. Tobias Harris is now a knockdown shooter from range.
And the Clippers call time here.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Jackson down low, guarded by Embiid. Zubac, it's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Korkmaz. A beautiful reverse layup. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
Wide open look here for Zubac. Six to shoot. Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
The 7-foot wingspan of Reggie Jackson makes him a bigger player inside. Helps him draw fouls.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And so Jackson nails both of them. The 76ers trailed by 3. Harden surveying the D. Embiid against Zubac. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Clippers leading by 3. There's the pass to Jackson. Left side, Leonard unloads from 13. And that's off the glass and in. Leonard's got 8.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore. But Kawhi is an old school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Second violation. Sixers ball.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by George. Maxey passes to Harden. Throws it up high. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Embiid. George, no good. The 76ers trailed by 3. Harden outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Leonard finds Jackson. Back to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside, George. Over to the wing. Zubac the pass to Pop. Here's Leonard. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Embiid. Moves back up. And the rejection by Zubac. Now, here's George. 18 points for him. Jackson dishes to Powell. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And the 76ers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harrell, he's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Shake Milton comes in for Maxey, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. And then for Los Angeles, Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for Norman Powell, and John Wall subbed in for George. Outside, Wall. He kicks to Leonard. They get a hand on it. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
76ers on defense, trailing by 10. Wall passes to Covington. Pocket 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his 3rd.
And it's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, versatile guys like Covington are a real asset to their team. Whatever you need, Covington is ready to do for you. Threes, rebounds, defense. This guy does it all.
And both free throws good for Covington.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Embiid. They get it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 4th personal
and
foul.
who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, it's not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding their roles and starring in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
And Embiid drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And there's the pass to Mann. Outside Jackson. Feeds it to Leonard. Tries again. He lays it in.
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard's got 14.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Los Angeles leading by 12. All with it. 8 points for him. Mann passes to Jackson. Over Milton. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in.
Tobias Harris.
And here is Los Angeles now. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Jackson gets the bucket.
Jackson.
The 76ers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Harris inside. Covington's there. Harris's shot is off. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Melton. Mann can hit. And for the 76ers, they're shooting for the game at 42%. For three, yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket for Melton.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get.
Covington against Harrell. And here's Leonard from three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Bounce pass for Milton. Here's Harris. Harrell trying to free himself up. Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's Jackson with the three. And Leonard stays with it. And the Clippers lead by 16.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And so here is Philadelphia. Now Milton. 5 points in the game. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Harrell. And with the rebound. Mann's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Wall passes to Jackson. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Milton kicks to Melton. They need this. Here's Harrell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Outside Leonard. Back to Wall. Inside. Here's Jackson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. On the wing, Milton. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Mann's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Wall. Harrell against Covington. Here's Mann. Covington with the bucket.
Robert Covington.
Covington's got 7 points in the game.
And it does a lot for Covington when he can finish through contact. Gives him the confidence to take it inside, even when there's traffic.
And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Attack it, all right? Nah, come on, be aggressive, all right? Let's move the ball, let's swing the ball, move body, drive and kick, all right?
Well, staying focused on the task at hand. You heard it in Coach Lue's voice, urging his guys on.
All about focus and how you execute at this point. Tough to beat.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Wall, and there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the 2. Passes it to Leonard. Guarded by Harris. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Harris passes to Korkmaz. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
He's guarded by Melton. Stolen away. 3-on-3. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
To the paint. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now, here's Melton. Covered by Wall. It's good from long range. Harris has got 20.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Shake Milton. And it's James Harden in for DeAnthony Melton. And then for Los Angeles, Powell, he's checked in for London. And it's George in for Terrence Mann. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. On the wing, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Wall, and he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Maxey. Over George. The 76ers again can't hit it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Powell. The pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Picked away. On the wing, Harris. Harden the pass to Maxey. Looking to get back on track here. Wall grabs the board.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Passes to Powell. Fires the 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to Maxey. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded close. He gets that one. And it's now 22 points for Joel Embiid.
One side of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside, George. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And here's Harden for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Guarded by Harris. Back to George. Embiid with the steal. And here's Maxey. It's deflected.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Wall against Harris. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Wall against Harden. And he drives in. Wall grabs the board. Wall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Harden the best to Maxey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall.
John Wall.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Harris. Latrey. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now here's Wall. Outside, George. The offensive rebound. Outside, Wall. Outside, George. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Embiid. Back to Harden. From 12 feet out. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issue. The offense looks forced right now, rushed. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Here's Wall. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Harden. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Powell, and it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. They have a 19-point lead. To the middle. The rebound by Harden. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Korkmaz. And that one comes up a bit short. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. George with the ball. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Back to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
Wall against Harden. Wall dishes to George. And it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 22.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Harden bounce pass. Now the pass to Maxey. Back to Embiid. healthy. It aims to get a shot off. Here's Harris, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Ball against Tartan. Down low. A jump hook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Embiid.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
At the line for the Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr. At the line for two.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Shoots from the elbow and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it.
With an expanding skill set, Embiid is able to hit shots from all over the court.
And good that time. 24 points for him.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Third team foul. Clippers substitution.
And Harris wide open. He shoots again, Philadelphia.
The defense has tried to make adjustments, but Tobias is smart. He's adjusting back.
Jackson against Tartan. Oturu. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. With some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Jackson. .125 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Outside for Jackson. Pass to man. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Marcus Morris.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
First free throw is good.
And what's incredible about Harden, he can dominate a game with the pass as much as the shots. So defensively, you have to prepare for both.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to Johnson. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. Here's Okuru. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, you have become an elite two-way player. So how do you carry that scoring load with that defensive responsibility?
It's very difficult. Your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
Well, you did a great job of leading them tonight, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time